and welcome back to Cara Plans. It is time to do another weekly check-in in my Budget by Paycheck workbook. And I did miss last week because I was a bit under the weather and I was not in the mood to film anything. But I did complete my check-in, and we can see that I did go over in bills, household, and food already for this month. So let's check in with this last week of July through the 31st and see where we finish up. All right, so I did have more household expenses. We had to get some stuff on Amazon. I know I bought some light bulbs and some stuff, and another Taekwondo belt display. And we needed, there's the light bulbs from Lowe's. So we had 3 household expenses. Yeah, whatever I had last week knocked me down. I'm still not feeling good. It's Sunday right now. Normally I do these on Friday and Saturday with my Plan With Me's, and I just was not feeling it. Now, of course, yesterday was the Taekwondo tournament, and that was most of the day. But even today after church, we ran to Target real quick to get backpacks for back to school already. And they were like slim pickings. I don't know if they're already emptying out or whether they just haven't brought everything out yet, but there were a lot of empty shelves. Hard to believe that school's starting again in a couple weeks here, but it is. So we did that, and then I came home, and I napped for like 2.5 hours. Something is still messing with my energy. Lots of food expenses this week, and I think one of the reasons is like the Dollar General, Foodland. I didn't do a big grocery order, but Dairy Queen, we went and had dinner and then had dessert, so there were 2 transactions. We got sheets for breakfast before we went to the tournament, and then we got pizza afterwards, and the boys got some Starbucks while we were out at Target today. So not huge food expenses, but food expenses nonetheless. And then Jackson had a private lesson last weekend for Taekwondo, and I pulled out $20 cash for the concession stand and stuff at the tournament this week. And then Jackson needs new gloves for sparring. He was using hand-me-down gloves when we first started, and we're slowly replacing his hand-me-down stuff with more permanent stuff as it wears out. So new gloves it is. And then I had the Target to pay off the TV. And I missed highlighting down at the bottom for kids, so let's do that as well. But it was a rainy, gloomy day here, so I didn't mind napping for a little while. And then we had a giving, $39. And I filled up for gas once for $64.15. So not a lot of different kinds of expenses, but I think we're going to end up going over budget in a couple other categories here this week once we're done here. So let's get everything totaled up. So $13.15 plus $84.79 plus $25.60. Household, we were at $123.54. Then food, we have a lot to add up here. So $11.52 plus $20.74 plus $10.48 plus $33.16 plus $16.81 plus $40.32 plus $8.46. $141.49. Okay, next up is kids. We had 25 plus 20 plus 42.39, 87.39. Debt $533.70. Give just $39. And car just one for $64.15. So household, we were already over by $12.84. And we're gonna take $123.54. So we're gonna close out household over by $136.38. And then food, we were already over by $39.17 and $141.49. So we're gonna end up being over $180.66 on food. And then kids, we had $70 left, and I spent $87.39, so over by $17.39. Debt $476.81 minus $533.70, so that one's over by $56.89. $297.86 for giving minus 39. So I have $258.86 left there. That's not bad. And car $109.03, and I spent $64.15. So I did come under budget on my car expenses by $44.88, which is pretty good. Now gas here is down, I'd say maybe 50-60 cents from when it was the highest. Right now I can find it at like $4.49 and $4.39. So that's helping a little bit again. But let's see. Let's mark the ones that were over here. So we ended up being over in household, food, kids, and debt. And bills from last week as well. So a couple are over, and I always estimate by my lowest possible income that I could have in the month. So there always is a little extra wiggle room and extra money to carry over. So taking a look at my monthly expenses, these little tracking stickers are from my Etsy shop. There's 21 colors over there, and I do tend to use a good bit of them. You can see I did have some no spend days this month, which I kind of track, I kind of don't. It's not a huge deal to me. If I need to spend money, I need to spend money. But a lot of my bills, pretty much all my bills are done by the 20th of the month. Every once in a while, my water floats around the end of the month or the beginning of the next month. And this month, I believe it's coming out the beginning of next month. I don't see, yeah, I don't know. The water's the one that switches all the time. It's on auto pay. And the due date, it's not like the 20th of every month. It's like, I don't know, like a 30 or 31 day cycle. So every time you get different days, they bill it differently. So either way, water's the only thing that didn't get billed yet. And it seems like we eat out at least once on the weekends with the kids, especially if we go to Kennywood. We buy some food at Kennywood, or if we go to the movies. But overall, not too bad. I am going to film a closeout with my full month's results on my sheet, and we can see how bad I am at math, and I'll be posting that later in the week. But thank you so much for following along with this weekly check-in, and I'm feeling better and back and ready to rock and roll for August. So have a great day, guys. Bye.